13-week internship, and you have a primary contact at SCIL, and they will delegate work to you. But the great thing about SCIL is that you can go out and find your own work during that time. And it's a really broad range of work and a hugely broad range of fields of international law. So I was mainly involved in editing book chapters or writing submissions to the Senate hearings on certain legislation, advising on legislation, advising on human rights casework. SCIL is basically what you make it, and you can go and find different work depending on what your interests are in international law. The application process for me was about showing my passion for international law in my application. You have your CV and then you have a cover letter. I don't have the best marks in law school, but international law is my passion, and I wanted to show that and show how much I wanted the internship, and hopefully that's why they picked me. I think some of the things that I found most fascinating was related to upcoming legislation. SCIL is such a well-recognised organisation that they're often asked to comment on upcoming domestic legislation and the international ramifications. So what I was doing, for example, was advising a New South Wales parliamentarian on a euthanasia bill that she was bringing to the Senate, and advising on the international law aspects of that. Also on upcoming legislation regarding immunities of Australians, international organisations and Australians overseas. That was really fascinating for me. Other things that I've really enjoyed at SCIL have been focused on refugee work. I've been working with Ben Saul on some refugee cases, individual cases, which is especially fascinating. Why I decided to apply at Sydney Law School is very similar to why I decided to apply for SCIL. My passion has always been international law, ever since I was lucky enough to go to Tanzania when I was 16 and go and see the Rwandan trials. I asked the person there, how do I get here? And they said, you need to do a law degree. So Sydney was my first choice. That's why I started here at law school, and that's why I applied for SCIL. The thing that makes law school different from other studies is the way it makes you think. I never thought I would come in and enjoy things like constitutional law or contract law, but I do. I love it, because what it's about is changing the way you analyse something, which is incredible. My future plans are international law, as I've said. That's what I'm interested in doing, but I'm not necessarily sure if that means actually being an international lawyer in the UN. My two strong interests are humanitarian assistance in times of civil conflict and refugee law. Hopefully I can combine them in sort of a practical and legal way.